Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. If you're new here, I do a lot of styling videos and fashion videos to help you find pieces to help you build your forever wardrobe. Today's video is sponsored by Everlane. I have worked with them a lot in the past because I think that they're a great brand to shop at if you are looking for those quality pieces. And since we're going into fall, winter, I live in knitwear, so I thought today's video we can talk about my favorite knitwear from Everlane right now and go through what I look for when I shop knitwear, especially since I'm shopping mostly online now. I want to share some tips and tricks that I look for to make sure that the knitwear I'm shopping for actually either looks like that in real life, fits the way I want it to, and doesn't itch me and make me feel super uncomfortable. And as a new mom, I'm really working on rebuilding my wardrobe to make it a little bit more streamlined so that it's just a little bit quicker to get dressed in the morning because I have no time with a newborn anymore, but let's get started. All right, so first up is a vest, which is one of those trends that are going to be everywhere this fall and winter if you haven't already seen it last year. I'm a big fan of vests because I think that they're super versatile. You can wear it over a tee or as a tee itself. So right now I'm wearing this one as a tank top essentially, but a thicker one. This is a 55% wool and 45% cotton blend. When I see knitwear that is wool and not specifically merino wool, I like to make sure that there is cotton in it because most of the time I find wool a little bit itchy, but if there is a significant amount of cotton in it, it usually feels fine against my skin. I'm actually wearing this one in a small. So normally I suggest sizing up for Everlane knitwear, but this one I knew I wanted to wear it as a top. So I did true to size, which is a size small. I really like how it fits. I think that it works great as the top I want to wear it as, but there's still enough room that I can wear it as the little cardigan it was meant to be. So you can see that this is a really soft and intricate knit, beautiful blue color. I love the soft light blues even for fall. This is how it looks like not tucked in. So for those of you who don't have vests in your closet yet, I definitely say start with this one in the black. It's super versatile. You can wear it done up like a tank top like you saw, or open like a vest cardi, and even done up like a tank top, like under a blazer or under a jacket. There's so many ways to do it, and then when you get more comfortable you can explore other colors. There's so many fun, chunky, colorful ones out there now too, so this is a great starting point. So speaking of vests, this one is a really fun turtleneck vest. After many years of trying, I have finally admitted to myself that I cannot wear turtlenecks that are wool. So this one is actually 100% cotton, and that's the only reason why I was yeah, let's do a turtleneck, because I love turtlenecks, but my neck is so sensitive that almost any other material doesn't really work on me. So this one I'm also wearing in a size extra large because I wanted to make sure that the neck part wasn't too tight, because that's another thing that really bothers me with turtlenecks. I just can't have too much around the neck area apparently. This one I really like in this color because it's the perfect fall color. It's this yellowy camel, and it just brings out those changing leaves colors, and also will go really nicely into winter. So on the model on the site it fits completely different, but I just knew I wanted this oversized vibe because that's just how I like to dress. So it goes over my butt. So I think that if you wanted, you could even wear bike shorts under this with an oversized blazer and kind of knee-high boots. That would be really fun. Or even wear a super oversized button-up shirt to act as a dress underneath it. I might play around with that and show you guys later. So this neck part, I've just folded it down in half. I think you can have it undone completely and just have it kind of sag bunched up, which could be cool too. I just don't think my neck is long enough for that. And this is the material up close. You can see that it is 100% cotton. It's a little bit more texturized than the vest you just saw before that has the wool in it. I find with 100% cotton knitwear, you can see kind of that grainier material similar to jeans. So my personal tip for shopping for turtleneck knitwear is try to go with 100% cotton. It might not be as warm, but realistically most of the time you're inside anyways. So that for me, for turtlenecks, is just the most comfortable and least risky if you're shopping for something online. And speaking about 100% cotton, 100% organic cotton knitwear is my fave because it is like the softest you can go, in my opinion. This is made of 100% organic cotton. It is super, super like thick knit. It has some really nice texture in it. It is by far one of my favorite sweaters right now because it's that perfect transition piece from like summer to fall, but also thick enough to wear in the winter. Maybe you just pair a long sleeve underneath, long sleeve turtleneck for some extra layer and warmth. It's one of those pieces you can wear year long. So this one I'm wearing it in a size large. So with cotton pieces, they tend to shrink a little bit in the wash, especially if you dry them at all. So I would say size up 2 sizes in this if you want it to like fit like this. I like might have even gone up to the extra large for even more bagginess, but that's just my personal preference. It does come in a bunch of colors, so I definitely say give this one a look-see. If you don't look at any other ones, this one for sure look at it, because I just think it's a really, really good start to a knitwear collection. So you can see the texture better now. I love like these like thicker ribbing throughout and the really wide neck hole, and they have like a little hint of a contrasting color on like all their different colorways. I think that's so fun. And this is what it looks like from afar. Again, of course, I've tucked it in because that's just how I wear my sweaters. But if you want to see what it looks like untucked, that's what it looks like. You can see that the sleeves are a little bit kind of bat-winged. Again, keep in mind this is a size large, 2 sizes up from my regular size, but it basically comes right down to like that bottom band there. So that's just like the style and shape of it, which is why I feel like it looks a lot better when it's tucked in. So on the topic of easy and non-itchy materials to look for when shopping for knitwear, of course cashmere comes up. Evelyn does recycled cashmere, which is part of their sustainability promise, and this one is really, really gorgeous, like waffle textured sweater with these really cute pockets in the front. This one I'm wearing it in a size extra large just because I got the large in the cotton first and I just decided I wanted something even bigger. So maxed out at the size extra large. This is how it fits on a regularly, I guess, size small body. I really like how it flows. The pockets being here gives it some extra weight, and that's why I think having it oversized is the way to go. This is it not tucked in, and this is what it looks like tucked in. With the 2 pockets here, it might be a little bit more bulky than other sweaters, but I think it still works, at least for me. This is the material up close. You can see that lattice waffle texture. These are the pockets, thin pockets, so it doesn't add too much bulk, but you can maybe put like a card or something in there, maybe too heavy for a phone. And it's in this really gorgeous like brownie gray color, which I find Everlane brings back every season because it's such a versatile shade. Okay, so moving into some other materials that you can find in knitwear. This sweater has merino wool, alpaca, nylon, and cotton. There might be another one in there, but those are the major materials. Merino wool and cotton together make up over 50% of the sweater, which is why I can wear it with just a tank top underneath and not feel any itchiness at all. My like sensitivity to like itchiness in wool knitwear is probably like I'd say 7.5, 8 out of 10, 10 being the most sensitive. So I usually find if 50% or more of the sweater is made of something that I know I'm not itchy to or sensitive to, then it should be fine. The material in the sweater that I was worried about was the alpaca, because sometimes you can get alpaca sweaters that are super itchy because alpaca is what gives you like this fluffiness that you can see in the sweater. Sometimes you even get like the fluffs like coming out. But because over 50% of the sweater is merino and cotton, I don't feel that itchiness at all. It's also a super, super breathable sweater. Like this section is basically see-through. I'm wearing like a white tank top underneath, so you don't really see it, but I was wearing a black one before and you could really see through the stripes. I really love this like statement collar that they have here. makes me feel almost like a mini Michelin man because it reminds me of like the bands. So I am wearing a size large in this. I'd say size up or 2 sizes up in this sweater. So I tend to gravitate towards crew necks when it comes to knitwear, just because although I don't like things touching my neck, I don't like to have like my décolletage exposed during the winter months. Like that's what makes me feel the coldest. And when I saw this sweater on the Everlane site, I knew like I would absolutely love it because it's got the different textures of knit and it's a super like subtle change in tones in like my favorite off-white and white and cream. So this is like not your like everyday essential sweater that I would say like would be your building blocks to your wardrobe. I think this is like your next step, kind of like your more special sweaters that you might wear to, I don't know, like a Christmas dinner or like a date night out in the winter because it's just a little bit more special and unique. So another piece I would say to consider for your forever wardrobe, especially for fall winter, is a dark gray chunky knit. There's just something really cool about them because the dark gray makes it a little bit more masculine and then the chunkiness gives it this like vintage feel. This one in particular has that really cool like henley detail that has like chunky buttons as well. So it's a super masculine sweater in my mind, but it's made for women, so it's like flattering while being oversized. I am wearing it in a size extra large again, just because, you know, it's me. But I would say you don't necessarily have to size up that much, but maybe size up 1 or 2 sizes to get this overall effect. So this is what it looks like a little bit more up close. I've rolled up the sleeves twice. You just kind of get this baggy, flowy feel to it because it isn't a super thick sweater, even though it's a thick knit sweater. It's really breathable. You can kind of see at the shoulders here, like you can see the white tank top throughout. So it's definitely breathable, which helps because I'd say this one's slightly more itchy than the cream sweater I just showed you. It has 39% merino wool and 39% alpaca, so it's like slightly more alpaca in it. And you can really see fuzzies that I was talking about that comes with alpaca sometimes, but because it is more breathable, like you can kind of see through it sometimes, it doesn't bother me as much. And worst case, like I'll just wear a longer sleeve. I just really love how the buttons come down almost to my stomach and it just makes it super like casual and cool. Okay, so we're moving into some sweaters with color because I like to get like 1 or 2 sweaters that are funner colors because during the holiday season I just think that you have more like get-togethers that you can wear something that's a little bit more out there than your usual. So this is a like sagey pistachio green. So it is like a green without having to scream in your face. It's holiday festive green. This one is like the thickest out of the thick knit sweaters I've shown you so far. Like there's no parts of it that are see-through. It is like over 40% merino wool. So that's probably why, because it's thick without being itchy. There still is a significant amount of alpaca in it, but there also is even more cotton. So it's Pima cotton. I think it's 31% Pima cotton and then 27% alpaca. So even though the alpaca is in there, it is masked by the merino and cotton in terms of it not bothering my skin at all. This again is in a size extra large. It would look super cute, like true to size as well, of course. It just depends on what your style is. It also has this really cute, almost like an argyle pattern without different color lines going through, which is in the knit pattern itself, which I find really, really interesting and very in line with my style. And just to show you what it looks like from afar, and what it looks like untucked. Kind of billows out a little bit, so it's a boxy sweater for sure. The sleeves are a little bit elongated in the armpit area, not quite bat-wing, but a little bit. So I don't know where I said it, but I said somewhere that I was looking for a bright orange sweater. This is like a bright orangey red sweater, and I just love it. It makes me so happy. It's like a pop of neon in the coziest like sweater. So chunky knit cardigans are something that I would also add to your arsenal because cardigans have made a big comeback, and something that's like shaped like this is super versatile because you can tuck it in and it's chunky without being like so chunky that you can't tuck it in. It's very similar to the cream sweater I showed you earlier. It's a bigger, more open knit, so it's super breathable. This one is in a size extra large because I wanted it, again, to fit almost like a grandpa sweater. So it has these huge buttons that I will button up right now and try to tuck in so you guys can see. Of course, this one comes in non-neon colors, so you can just like kind of look at this for its shape, and you can even do it all the way up so it's like a crew neck. So this is what it would look like tucked in. Basically like a crew neck sweater, but it just has the extra buttons on it to give it extra depth. Another reason why getting like crew neck chunky cardigans is an easy way to like add multiple outfits to your closet with just one piece. So this one is 39% merino, 39% alpaca, and recycled nylon. So like there is a little bit of that itch factor in it, similar to that cream sweater that I showed you earlier, but because of that like bigger open knit, there is like air coming through and I just don't feel that itchiness, even though I'm just wearing like a tank top. So before I end this video, I just want to note these jeans are from Everlane. They are the 90s loose. And these sneakers are also from Everlane. They are like canvas slip-on version of like the lacy ones that I love. And the flats that you saw for most of the video are also from Everlane. They are amazing. These are like such a good color and super soft and lightweight for fall. And that's a wrap. Hopefully this video helps you shop for some knitwear online and check out some of Everlane's knitwear because they are by far some of my favorite. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comment section below. I will be linking everything in the description box along with my sizes. And what else? Oh, if you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys very soon.